Now, automatically, I would go to weapons, and automatically, I will pay the 50,000. This looks like a Trans Am, and it's gone. Voila. So right now, I could actually leave this as is, and I'm done. It'll cost me $1.3 million for this vehicle. No difference. It's 50% off. So taking advantage is no different than if you actually go to the arena war stock and you actually pay something similar for these prices. You know? What I'm interested in, I haven't decided either just having it just as is or actually making it futuristic. But you know what I mean? Sometimes the classics are cool. I really, let me see. Let me just mess with it. That's the beauty of doing the whole thing. I will improve on the brakes, no question, at 35,000. The boost, I want the flames to come out of the car, and doing that, I spent 400,000. So definitely, that's what I want with this one. The spikes, this is what it actually looks like with the spikes. That's not what I'm going for. That's not what I want. The blades, this is at 145, but I'm not doing that. Again, I'll just show it off what the blades look like. I did it with the other vehicle, but no, this is not what I want. I just wanted a visual to get an idea from it. Now, armor plating. I can put the armor plating if I choose. They change from a 70s vehicle to what? A futuristic type of armor vehicle. I have to admit, if I did something like this actually is just futuristic. It's kind of pretty cool in looking, you know? Or I just keep it like that. At this moment, let me just come back to it. I do definitely want a roll cage. What better yet to have a roll cage with a vehicle? There's no question about the roll cage. So far, I have this looking good. The engine EMS level 4 upgrades. There's no question about it. That looks good. My exhaust system. This is where I could have a chrome, oval, or you have a blast. At this point, I mean, this is really gonna make a statement, but I think the oval one is more reasonable. You know, if I did the chrome, it's kind of nice, but nobody's really. The oval is nice, 1800. So right now, again, I have this vehicle set as a 70s, kind of futuristic. Now this is the beauty, the hood. You have the intake. I could either pip my ride, you know, or make it as a mean 70s muscle car. See, this I have this ability right now. I actually can do that with this car. The bug catcher, I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks pretty cool in doing that. I'm gonna choose that 12,000. Again, this is a civilian car. I'm not attacking anybody with it. I'm gonna use the sad trombone. That's when I actually beat them in the race. You know what I mean? The lights, I'll do that in the end. The livery, I could actually take out the livery if I choose, just to get an idea, or just leave it on there. Let me just put all of them. Again, I could leave this car as a 70 style, and I'll just take it off for 11,400. I could leave it as a 70 style vehicle, you know, or I could just make it a futuristic. It's actually my choice. I haven't really decided yet. That's the best part of it. Um, the theft is set. This is kind of funny. Again, I could do whatever I like with the vehicle. I'll switch it off. I will black and stuff. I will actually leave just my gamer tag on here, which is very cool. You know, just to let you know that here's my gamer tag Xbox Live and my new YouTube channel, right there. IX space US space XI. Here, there's no space obviously, but add a space between the X and the U and the S and the X. Bodyworks. The blades, I mentioned the blades here. Hold on. I didn't do the lights. I renamed it. I did the plates. Now, this is the primary. This is cool. I got to represent the orbital cackers if I choose, and I will. The accented lines, this is where you have a good time with everything. So far, so good. The primary colors, I can leave it chrome if I want. That's interesting. Or classic, I can go with the whole classic of the car. Now, the secondary is depending on what you want to do with the car. With the secondary, I'm going to go with the metals. Or I could just go with a brush silver or gold. But at this one, I could go with the metals. It's at brush gold, or I could just leave it at brush steel or aluminum. You have to admit, even that looks kind of mean with the aluminum. The black steel or that. I can, or this is interesting. The secondary, I could actually chrome this out. Now that would actually be kind of cool. I think I will. Now again, the accents, you can mess with the whole thing. I'm just leaving that alone. And the respray, I haven't decided with the respray. I could do a matte with it, or just go around and yeah. This is my 70s vehicle. I haven't decided. I have a new muscle car right now that actually looks very cool. And what is it? The mats? At the moment, I could just leave it at frost whites. Nothing, just a frost white basic. I can go with the metals too and do the same thing also, but I'm just gonna leave it just very basic crew emblem. Moving on, let's go see. If I did want to sell this, I get 986,574. The suspension, I'm gonna do competitive racing. That'd be awesome. The transmission, no question. I will spend the 40,000 on it, and that looks actually very good. Now the turbo, you better believe 50,000. It is nice. 50,000 for the turbo. Not bad for a 70s vehicle, huh? Now, if I wanted to get a blast, guess what? They'll never know this is actually an arena vehicle. I'll just have to go and put a little turbo jump. They'll have no idea. And guess what? This will be our little secret for quiet for $420,000. Now the wheels, again, these are the basically stock wheels, which they are beautiful. The wheel type, I'll try to go for muscle. Example, I'll try to go for, say, these stock ones right here, and I could change the color around once I choose them. In doing this, believe me, nobody's ever going to know that this is an arena war vehicle if I choose to do that, which is the beauty of it. Nobody's going to understand I could jump in the air or anything. This is the funny part, you know, and it'll be our secret, especially everybody out there. And in doing that, I could use I'll use the Dotman. I can always go to put the stock ones. It's not a big deal for 4,300. I could have used these kind of rims for 76 actually. It doesn't really look like much. If you actually look at it, it's kind of hilarious. It doesn't look like much. But the Dotman, I think I might just go a very expensive decision that I do right now, or I could go for the classic rod. Oh, the revolver. That's interesting too. What is it? What do I do? The decisions. Now, if I did do that, this is actually funny because nobody's gonna expect it. The classic rod's a good one. That's actually a good one too. Slightly, let me see. Classic rod it is. I don't think people are actually gonna know. Now this is the best part. I could actually change the color of the whole alloy. They don't really need to know what it is or what I'm doing and stuff. You know, I can make it gray, green, blue. It doesn't really matter. Like again, the race yellow, I had it. I can just change the color or just leave it again. 500 alloy. It doesn't have to be all perfect. Frost white. I think the frost white actually just to go with the car. And the tires, it is important when you have the design. I could put these atomic designs on here, or at the enhancement at $25,000. And the beauty of it, again, I could just leave it as black smoke. So I have my car right now. It is basically an arena war vehicle that I made it into a 70s vehicle. Is that cool or what? Now the windows, I should put it as a tint and doing that. And again, I don't need to put the primary weapons. I could put lasers and start shooting. You have to admit, in doing that, I could drive the same car. And maybe they won't expect me coming out and start shooting once I add everything. Even the secondary weapons. Can you imagine me just going and putting that stuff? That's hilarious. That's the beauty of having this arena war vehicle. You could do whatever you like. Guys, let me just do a little walkthrough and check it out. Well, this is my vehicle. Guys, thank you for watching. And remember the motto, the grind's real. And this is awesome. Thank you, guys.